Hi friends, welcome to your day 3 of a 7-day daily movement challenge. We learned to engage our core, we worked on hip mobility. Another area of our bodies that gets really tight and rounded and just very stiff is the upper back and your shoulders. So working on the mobility of your shoulder joint, opening your chest is key to feeling healthier and having good posture. And today we'll work on that. We'll do some shoulder mobility drills and do some gentle back bends. We'll start right here seated. You can sit in this easy seat pose or sit on your shins. You can sit on a pillow. Really, what happens here doesn't matter. You just need to be comfortable for a few minutes. Let's get started. Lift your shoulders to your ears and drop them back. And we'll add some breath work to relax you and make this practice a little bit more of a yoga, even though it's not technically a yoga session. So on an inhale, you bring your shoulders to your ears, and exhale, bring them down. We're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You roll your shoulders forward just for 10. Really pronounce the rotation. And roll your shoulders back. Exaggerate the movement. Add your arms. Just fluid movement through your body. Okay, back to neutral. Now extend your arms up, biceps to your ears, straight arms, look up, inhale. And exhale, hands to cactus, so 90 degree angle. And when you're here, bring your shoulder blades together, curve your spine, and bring your chest forward. Inhale to reach, and I'll actually turn here so you can see. So inhale to reach neutral spine, and exhale to add a little back bend and bring your shoulder blades together as long as it's comfortable. And we'll do this for about 10 times as well. Fluid movement. Just waking up your spine. And on the next one, bring your arms up, look up. Cactus arms, stay here. Bring your shoulder blades as close to each other as possible. Pronounced back bend here. Push your heart forward, back. Add a little tilt in your lower back. And straighten your arms. Turn so that your palms are facing behind your walls and your thumbs are facing your floor. And slowly keep bringing your hands together behind your back. This is a slow movement. Really feel your shoulders working here. And bring your hands together behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And slowly start straightening your elbows, bringing your knuckles down to your floor, to the ground. And add chest opening, so push your heart up, but keep the neck nice and relaxed. Actually, the option here is to tuck your chin to your chest. Have a double chin here. Doesn't matter how it looks, but this will relax your chest. And now here on your next inhale, bring the knuckles to your right. So kind of like to your right rib. And bring your left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale and sigh it out with your mouth open. Inhale back to the midline, back to center. Push your heart through and bring your knuckles to your left rib and your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Release tension from your throat. And back to midline, back to center. Push your chest through and release. Already this very simple seated exercise adds so much more openness to your upper back. Even if you do this seated during your workday, you will notice the difference in your posture. All right, so let's add some more movement to our shoulders. So in your tabletop, inhale to reach your right arm up. Keep here, reach a little more. And now bring your right fingertips to your right ear. So not really supporting your head, just a little bit. Open up a little more. And now from here, bring your left hand down. Slowly crawl your fingertips forward. So we'll do kind of like a puppy pose, but just with one side. It will allow you to feel a more pronounced stretch in your shoulders. So keep your right hand forward. And now your lower body is doing kind of like a child's pose. So your toes, keep your toes stuck or untucked. It's up to you. And kind of start pulsing through the shoulder. Your left arm, you can kind of give yourself a little hug or put it on your left hip and just pulse here. Relax your neck so your forehead is kind of facing down. This should feel, you should feel your shoulder opening and you should feel a stretch, but it should not be painful. Once you've done about 10 pulses, try to crawl your fingertips a little more forward and pause here. Bring your forehead to the floor and just stretch here. So, modified puppy pose. Inhale to look forward, back to tabletop. We'll do all this on the other side, so I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale to reach your left arm up and bring your left fingertips to your left ear. Open up a little more and now place your hand forward, your left hand crawling your fingertips forward. Your hips are resting, your hips don't have to touch your heels, but you are sitting down, opening more into this left shoulder. And we'll add little pulses. Once you've done about 10, come to stillness. Maybe crawl your left fingertips more forward. Bring your forehead down. And bring your left hand to your hips, your right fingertip. Oh, actually, that doesn't work. Bring your fingertips next underneath your shoulders and slowly crawl yourself up to seated. All right. Some exercises to more open your shoulders and strengthen your shoulders and your core. So from your forearms, but stay on your knees. So it's a tabletop, but on your forearm. We'll do kind of a cat-cow, but just with your shoulders. So think about pressing into through your elbows moving your shoulder blades apart. And now bring your shoulder blades together, kind of a cat. Inhale and exhale. On the next one, stay neutral spine and walk your feet back to a forearm plank. And from here, we'll do the same movement. Yes, you can. Shoulder blades together, push through your elbows, shoulder blades apart. Whew. 4. We're doing this for 10, so I didn't count the first few reps. So we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay in your forearm plank. Now slowly roll onto your left foot. Bring your right arm up. And your feet can be stacked on top of each other or next to each other. It's up to you. If this is okay, extend, this is an option, extend your right arm over your right ear, push through your elbow a little more, and back to forearm plank just for a moment. Breathe, roll into the right, extending your left arm up. Lift your hips a little higher. Option to reach your left arm over your left ear. And back to forearm plank. Place your knees down, child's pose. But in this child's pose, let's add an option to open your shoulders. So crawl your hands, your fingertips as far forward as you can. Feel the lengthening in your back muscles and your shoulders. And from here, stay on your fingertips and bring your forehead down. And your knees are nice and wide, your feet together, so that you can come lower with your chest. Now feel what it's like to get higher on your fingertips and try to bring your shoulders to your ears a little more. And now place your elbows down and inhale to look forward and stay low, kind of slithering through on your belly, Sphinx pose. So you're here in your Sphinx, hands in front of your hands underneath your face. You're pushing down through your elbows. Bring your shoulder blades together. Engage your glutes. Inhale. And exhale to run through your spine. Kind of the same exercise what we did in day 1 to engage your core slowly. Get on your knees, tuck your toes under, lift into plank pose for forearm plank pose. Now from here, walk your feet closer to your elbows into a dolphin pose. If this is too much, option to always bend your knees. Generous bend in your knees. Your head is off the mat and try to kind of push your elbows, push your head closer to your thighs and walk your feet tiny bit closer. Really engage your elbows, push your face closer to your thighs, but your head is off the floor. And again, your knees can be nice and bent here. Then keep your knees bent. Inhale to look forward and slowly bring your nose forward in between your thumbs and push it back. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly place your knees to the ground, child's pose. Knees wide. Walk your hands forward. Stay on your fingertips, forehead down. Now relax your hand and wrap your thighs, your legs, maybe touch your heels if this is comfortable, to fully release your arms and your shoulders. You worked really hard, so you deserved a little break here. You deserve a little break here. Inhale to place your fingertips underneath your shoulders and slowly push yourself up to seated. Thank yourself again for sticking with this challenge, for coming to the mat. I'll see you again tomorrow.